tortious acts are volitional. They are voluntary and conscious acts, not movements lacking attribution to the actor. The law does not begin by asking whether the act was intentional, it assumes volition. What follows is not a question of mindset, but a question of risk. A volitional act may create no risk, a tolerable risk, or a level of risk the system cannot accept. Foreseeability first becomes relevant here, not to predict whether harm will occur, but to evaluate the nature of the risk created by the act. When an unreasonable act is committed, the actor can reasonably be said to recognize that the act elevates risk. Whether liability for negligence arises, however, still depends on a separate inquiry, whether the occurrence of harm itself was reasonably foreseeable. When an unreasonable act merely creates ordinary risk, and the resulting harm is only ordinarily foreseeable, liability remains at the level of negligence. When the actor's unreasonable conduct creates a markedly elevated risk, that risk is no longer one the actor cannot perceive. In such circumstances, the actor also possesses substantial foreseeability with respect to the occurrence of harm. Gross negligence emerges at this point. Beyond this point, foreseeability no longer performs its original analytic function. The law instead speaks in terms of recklessness or intent. In those cases, the alignment between act and result is direct. No further mediation through foreseeability is required. Foreseeability may appear again, but in a different position, not to evaluate the act, but to limit responsibility for the result. Here, foreseeability is not about wrongdoing, it is about attribution.